This is a build guide on uh, the explosive spear. I'm redoing the build guide because uh, this guy's name. Because of Miso Shiru. I'm redoing the build guide because of Miso Shiru. Alright, so let me go over the gear. You're gonna need, well, you don't need that actually. You're gonna need lightning coil, Scold's bridle, a really good spear, sacred flame shrine, and then a good belt with increased charm charges gained and reduced charm charges used. Or you could just use Bjorborn. But I'm using this because it gives me life and strength, and I don't really run on charges, so I don't know. And then Malagaros for the version I'm doing because I'm on Pathfinder, so I'm doing a different version. Then you're gonna need 3 Valakos Roar, and for these 2 slots and this slot, I recommend Defiance of Destiny. But if you want to do more damage, you can get an amulet +3 to projectile skills or something. And then I got this ring with cold damage and increased cold damage, and I don't know. And then I got this movement speed, life, and a lot of resistance. And then I just got Clonger's Touch because this is a good ring. Like this has a shitload of resistance on it. And then I got Laurianga's Spirits, which I honestly don't really recommend, but I got it because I get this all the time, and I was using this, but I'm not using it anymore. But you can use that if you want. But I really do just recommend a good mana flask because I feel like you run out of mana a lot. Okay. And for lightning, explosive spear, I have perpetual charge, pinpoint critical, long fuse, 2 elemental armament, 2 deliberation. Now, sometimes depending on how long the boss takes you to kill, you might want to get rid of long fuse 2 and replace it with short fuse 1. But it kind of depends. And then I have Eternal Rage, Herald of Ice. Uh, you don't need this. This is useless for this version of the build. It's not required at all. Combat Frenzy with Charge Perfusion, and Herald of Ice has Pinpoint Critical, Armor Break 3, Magnified Area 2, Uruk's Smelting, and Armor Explosion. And I just have a Dialy. Alright. Let me show some gameplay. On another thing, see if I have a map that has it. This one. You do not want to do maps with monsters have number percent chance to steal power, frenzy, and endurance charges on hit. You don't want to do those maps. That's the only thing you want to avoid. Everything else is fair game. So let me do this one. It'll be fine. And I'll show it with the rare belt. If I'm being completely honest, with either belts, I still run out of like heavy charges while mapping, regardless of what belt I'm using. So I genuinely don't think it matters. Oh, actually, never mind. You do probably want to use this, but I mean you don't have to have all the shit in there. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put all this back in there. If you're mapping and you're like uh, you're just moving around, but you're not killing anything, and you're about to run out of frenzy charges, it's not a bad idea to just use this real quick to keep them up. See a little timer, 14, and now it says 15, 14, 13. Like if that goes down to 1, and there's still enemies you need to kill, and you don't want to run out of charges, you can just use. Use a little lightning skill to keep the uptime up, so they don't go away. That's about it. That's the only reason I have that there. So I'll go over to past the tree after I'm done with the map. You can just skip this gameplay if you want to. I don't really care. If you just want to see the passage tree. I ran out. I got that. It's all good. See, if you're gonna run out, there's no enemies. You can hit the lightning shit. Run out. Another thing is the fire, the explosive. Unless they don't walk into it, but the fire will usually kill them too. So you can just like stand in the fire. Yeah, walk in there if you want. So if you run out of frenzy charges, which you really shouldn't, usually, regardless of if you're using like a belt like this or this one, either way you shouldn't run out. Or like I'm running out. Like the timer was going down. It was at 6. So I hit the little thunderstorm real quick. Oh, where? Of course it's gonna pop in. And if you so there's two decisions you can make if you okay fuck. Like I was saying, oh, I got no mana. Lit. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't really recommend this flask, to be honest. I'm keeping it though. It is what it is. But I was trying to say that if you when you're fighting a boss, there's kind of two ways to kill him with the explosive spear. You either switch to this. You either switch long fuse out with this, or you just you just throw some spears. If you don't, you just throw them and then you just wait. But the reason I say switch to this instead is because you don't have to wait as long. So that's why I say if you're fighting a boss and it seems like they move too much or something, just switch to the to short fuse one. Usually you won't have to. I'm being completely honest. Usually, just stand there and take it. I don't know. All right. So it's just gonna make me run out. Oh, I'll show the passage tree real quick. So for Pathfinder, I went over here. I went all the way up here and shit. I got Path of the Warrior, and then I went over here and got Running Assault. And then you go over here for Path of the Warrior, you get crit chance, attack area damage, crit chance, attack damage, more damage, projectile damage, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Over here, damage, 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 crit, all this crit shit, more crit shit, more damage, a little bit of that speed, some dex, more crit chance, and that's it. And that's why we wear Malagara, so we get so much crit chance. And for the gems, did I go over gems already? I don't know. I'm gonna go over them again. Perpetual charge, pinpoint critical, long fuse, 2 elemental armament, 2 deliberation. Then we got eternal rays with vitality 2. You don't need vitality 2. That's just what I decided to put in there. And then I got herald of eyes, so pinpoint critical, armor break 3, magnified area 2, and Urix melting and armor explosion. Then I got combat frenzy with charge perfusion 2. Then I got thunderstorm with all this other shit, like shock induction 2, commiserate, overcharge, efficiency 2, blind 2. So, yeah, I already went over the gear, so just go back to the start of the gear again. Alright, that's it. That's all I got. That's all there is to it. I don't know if I'm gonna replace this because it has dex and strength on it, so I might just keep it. And it makes me a little more tanky. Or I might get rid of it. I don't fucking know. Alright, that's it.